Well, hello, welcome back to Ratchet Builds. And what a time to tune in, because today I've got a new RC car that I've had my eye on for a while. And that is the Ground Pounder from Red Cat Racing. This is a monster truck RC. Besides having a really awesome name, it is also a really cool truck. Let's go ahead and get this box open and see what it comes with. So the first thing on top is going to be our instructions and also a nice little tool down here. We've got the main body of the truck. Let's see if we can get that out. Throw this off. Oh. Ooh. Got a big beefy truck sitting here that we just got out. Some assembly required and needed for it. We've got some massive size tires here. I mean, there's my hand. There's the tire itself. These tires here, they're kind of squishy. Like, it definitely feels like there's no foam on the inside, and it looks like they are already glued. I might be taking and putting a piece of tape over the little vent hole in here just to keep it. Oh, there's more than one vent hole. There's two. We're gonna see what it does first with the squishiness, and then if I don't like the way that it lands and stuff from the jumps, I might go in here and add some tape on the inside to keep them pumped up, basically. With our tires out, let's see what kind of controller we got with this. Oh, there's our battery charger. And we've got a really large, like old school looking controller here. It's kind of light. Definitely got very little weight to it. Looks like we got a digital screen. We got a couple of different buttons on it. It's definitely, oh, there's gonna be no one-handed driving with this. All right, guys. With the tires fitted on it, I just want to give y'all a size comparison on how large this truck is. It is massive. So it is 17 inches long, about 10 inches high the way it sits. This is my WPL C24 here. Sitting beside it, it is truly a monster truck. Now this is 1/10 scale and this is a 1/16 scale. So not an exact comparison, but it'll give you an idea on how big this truck is. The one thing I've realized on this truck is that the tool that was supplied with it does not actually fit the wheels or the nuts for this truck. So that is one downside. I wish they at least included the correct tool for putting the wheels on. It was a nice thought, but just the wrong side. But with that said, let's get this truck opened up and let's see what all it has to offer us. First thing I want to start off with is going to be the actual frame itself. It's actually set up like a monster truck frame. We've got our 4-link suspension down here. We have a servo in the rear and then another servo up here up front. So we do have 4-wheel steering right out of the box. We'll take this body off. With the body off, we have got a rebranded hobby wing in here, 40 amp. It can run nickel metal and LiPo, and it can run 2S and 3S on the LiPos. It comes included with the nickel metal Kayad battery here. And there's really nothing much else with this truck. It does have a drop transmission down here and I believe a brushed 540 motor. Enough yammering. Let's take this truck outside and see what it can do. I'm gonna go get the ramp set up. In the meantime, go ahead and get the batteries charged, and then we'll take this outside and get it on test run. I am going to be charging up 3 separate batteries for it, the included one. I am going to bring a 2S and a 3S battery with us. That way we can test all 3 at the same time, because I want to see what the speed difference is and see which one is going to be better for the longevity of this truck. So now we've made it outside. We got the Ground Pounder down here. First thing we're going to do is I want to see on what the speed is on the included battery. So I've got the GPS installed right here, just with a quick little zip tie. We're going to go ahead and pop him on, make sure it's zeroed out. All right, got our battery installed. It's already turned on. Let me get the body put on this, and then we're going to take it for some rides. All right, so this is our first mode, which just gives us front steering. On our controller here, there's a little button right here. We just press it, and that gives us crab mode. Now we're going to press the same button again. Now it should give us that steering needed for a really sharp turning. Oh yeah. And then if we press it one more time, it should just give us just a rear steer only. But for now, we're gonna just put it back into front steering. Let's see what the top speed of this guy is. I believe that is already topped out. All right, let's see what that top speed was. Actually, you know what? We're gonna make 2 more runs with it just to make sure. Surprisingly, as big as this truck is, it's very not top heavy. Like, it does suck a lot of power down whenever you go to turn it though. Now I realize the servos on this is only a 15 kilogram servo. That's something I may want to upgrade later to like a 25 or 35 kilo, just because of how massive these tires are. And you can see that it doesn't really return very good back to center. So a little bit stronger servo would be nice on this. But let's see what those, see what the top speed is on the included nickel metal Kayad battery. So we got a whopping 11 miles an hour out of the stock battery. Not all that great, but this truck is probably designed more for jumping and doing tricks with. So let's see what it can do with that. And then I did bring out one of the 2S batteries and 3S batteries with me for us to try that. All right, this is gonna be the ground pounder's first jump. If I can hit it right. Oh, that jump's nice. Now I switched over to the 2S LiPo battery. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get you to speed for it because in the process of running on the nickel metal, I lost the battery to my GPS unit for my top speed. And I kind of glanced around on the ground and checked where I was jumping it. I can't seem to find it, so I'm probably gonna have to order another battery and then update this later on the 2S and 3S. So for now, let's see what this thing can do on the 2S. So if that's how she acts on 2S, supposedly this ESC can take 3S's by looking it up online. So let's put a 3S in it and see what she can do. I do hear a little bit of clicking in it, so I don't know if I've already stripped a gear or something. Oh, it might be too much for it. Oh yeah, it can't handle it. We're just gonna go ahead and take that right back out. That is not gonna work for this. So 3S is too much for it. Definitely too much power. Hi, so we're back inside from taking the ground pounder on its run. I really like the truck. It's a ton of fun. It jumps well, very level whenever it goes into the air and comes back down, lands nice and soft. So now I understand the reason for these smushy tires. I'm a little disappointed in a few different things on it. I've already kind of glanced over it just to see what kind of damages we took. One thing I noticed right off the bat, and I'm going to show y'all on the body here, is whenever I actually landed one time, you can see these little marks here and here. That's actually where the back of the frame came through the body whenever I landed. Now, this also had a little bit of damage whenever it came in from the packaging in the same spot. I don't know what they need to do here, if maybe round these back pieces. Let me turn it around so y'all can see. Maybe round these back pieces a little bit more, or maybe put some kind of protector on it so it's not damaging the body. The other thing that I am a little bit upset with, but it's also mostly my fault for running a 3S battery in it, is the gear in here. The little plastic gear. Wow, those tires are big. It hides my whole face. Here, we'll switch to the other camera real quick. So, with the other camera, this gear right here is actually made of plastic. And if you look up in there, let's see if I can see it. There's a brass gear, which I like that one being there. That works fine for what I need it to do. But this plastic gear just did not hold up. When I first noticed it slipping, I noticed that this brass gear wasn't meshed with this plastic as well. But there's no adjustments to the side here. Hey, future me here. I just wanted to correct something I just stated. There is adjustments for the motor. It is right here in the top of the RC car. I don't know if you can actually see that, but I might try to put a picture up here. But there is a slot, 2 screws to actually move the motor and slide it further and closer into the spur gear. I was disassembling it and realized it, so I just wanted to put that piece in here. So back to the main video. All in all, I do like the design of the truck. I like the frame that's underneath it. It handled the jumps well. The only damage that we took was the damage to the body that I said, and also the damage to that gear down there. Otherwise, the truck held up pretty nicely. And I do want to get it repaired. I want to try to take this out to a skate park and see what it can do as far as jumping on the ramps and doing a little bit more tricks, because I do want to see if I can put the 2S in it that gives it a little bit more speed, and try to see if we can get a full back flip or maybe even a front flip out of it. Thank y'all for watching. Today's been a fun day, even though I did break my new toy right off the bat. But if y'all like this video, please like and subscribe down below. Check out one of my other videos and leave a comment on what y'all think about this monster truck and what you think we can do to make it a little bit better and a little bit stronger. Until next time, y'all be safe and have fun.